So you said you watched Sandhelp this week.
Yeah, we were told it was on Disney Plus, so that's how we managed to get access to it.
Yep.
And I did have a free night, so I said, let's just do it. Um, so you saw it in theaters, actually?
Yep. Yeah, me and Sarah saw it in theaters.
And yeah, I mean, it might have been a different experience. Like, I won't mention the bad CGI off the jump, I guess, but that is probably the one, like one of the pickier parts. Just like,
Well,
whoa.
you could tell this. I would.
Well, some of it's
I,
on purpose. Some of it's on purpose, or like the way it's framed or like animated and has a certain look. But like the airplane like crashing it looked pretty bad.
well, I remember watching it in theaters and thinking the CGI was bad with the boar scene. She was killing the boar.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. It's like a bit of a style as well, but yeah, it's not the most expensive looking. Um, but for sure the plane, just like the explosion, it looked pretty bad. But
Yeah.
they emphasized in other parts of the movie. Um, I did think it was pretty good, like a
Yeah.
3.5. I think I gave it. I mean, it's just kind of a wild story. Like, there's not really. I guess suppose there's the whole element, and we'll even talk about this with the movie review of work life and what would happen if you got on an island with your boss and you've been mistreated and such. So just going with that, and I mean, it's almost like Triangle of Sadness as well, where like the very ending of Triangle of Sadness, they discover an elevator and she kills them because she had more power, from in being on the island than she was on the boat. So
Yeah.
to keep that power, what are you willing to do? And we learned that Rachel McAdams is very much willing to hurt people to keep her power.
Yeah. Did you see it? Did you see that coming?
Kind of, though. I mean, I never really watched too much of the trailers or any other information. So I just, I thought that they would both get at each other's throats at one point and start hunting each other or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thought. I did find that interesting. Well, I'm not sure if it's a gripe I have with the movie, but just I did get a bit of tired. Like it felt like a couple too, like maybe one or too many times that we get it. Like Dylan O'Brien is going to lie to her and betray her trust. Like a couple times is cool, but I kind of just felt a bit repetitive. And she kept taking him back and then threatening him. I mean the the scene with the knife and the testicles, what did scare both me and Jaleesa because yeah, we both definitely fell for it. We are like, oh shoot, like she's actually
Yeah.
she's cutting him off. That wasn't fun. But then yeah, they show the rat and all that. But for a second there, I was like, whoa, they really took. And you know what? I kind of wish, in a way, you kind of wish they just went for it at that moment.
Like with her cutting the balls off.
Yeah, like show the craziness,
Yeah.
ultimate craziness at that point. Obviously they continue to show it later on, but just like had she done that, I feel like we would have been like, oh shoot, like this is crazy. Like she is crazy.
Well, was that after the scene where he, even though everything that she tried doing for him and saving his life and giving him food and shelter, didn't he? Was that after he tried to poison her?
He poisoned her. So I was thinking, I'm like, well, not that it's justified or anything, but I thought that was what's going to happen. And I thought, awesome, in a way, just because I wanted the movie to just start going even crazier, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. But I would say overall, yes, very solid. It's a fun time.
Yeah. No, I agree. I had a fun time. It was a good watch. End of the day, though, I was talking with Sarah and I said, yes, this is good, but I think Triangle of Sadness did it better. The whole idea of being on an island, social class differences and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was fun though. I thought Rachel McAdams was brilliant.
They
Her
do a good job.
performances. Yeah, really good. Man, Dylan O'Brien's laugh though. There.
Yeah,
I can't even do it.
I mean, he probably plays this role so well because it suits him. Like he looks like a finance bro that kind of just nepos his way into a big role, just hires his frat buddies, and they just have fun. And all the work lies on the rest of the employees just fighting for their life, essentially. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Rachel McAdams' character. Yo, that that glow up though, eh? Rachel McAdams glow up. Me and Sarah were talking about that, and it's true. Like the Survivor glow up that people go through when they're in Survivor, and they're mal malnourished, in a calorie deficit, but getting sun all day, you get nice and tan, but you lose some weight too at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, my experience would be in like hot countries for sure. My skin comes clearer, my hair gets curlier due to the humidity and stuff. So I like going to hot weather places for a time. Um, so maybe that, yeah, I think there's some truth to it. Though I guess having lived in some place where it's warm all the time, I say like I did miss the cold because you kind of get the balance in your life of some hot, some cold. I'm not getting sick. Well, you kind of get sick and tired of the winter here in Canada, but like you have at least the balance where I feel like if I lived in Miami, I would eventually get tired of just being super hot every day. It's because it's not just being warm; it's actually like burning hot, sweating. I don't like sweating. I don't know, that like irks me. I'm not a fan of sweating. I'll do exercise, but then I'll shower right after.
Uh, you when you're exercising and sweating though, like how does that feel?
Well, yeah, like I'm sweating. Like that's just part of it. And if you want to lose weight as well, like for sure you got to be sweating. But I need a shower like right after. I'm not a fit. I'll shower 3 times, 4 times in the summer. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I
Really?
need to be.
Three,
Yeah,
4 times a day in the summer?
yeah. I mean, let's see. Morning. Well, so it's different now. I mean, I live in an apartment with air conditioning. I grew up in a household where we didn't have air conditioners in the house, so we had to have the portable ones. And even then, it still gets really hot in there. So the upstairs, like where I slept, was so hot. Like I had to shower. I would cold shower right before I went to bed, so that I'm at least chiller, and then I can fall asleep. And then I'll wake up and I'm hot and probably sweaty, and so I shower in the morning. If I was working out, like I'd work out in the middle of the day. But leading up to the wedding, I was actually working out like every day at 5 p.m. and then I'd shower, and then at night I'd shower again. Yeah, so
Wow.
three
Okay.
showers.
Nice. Yeah, like the most I'll ever do is two a day.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I needed it like gone
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. I guess relating back to the movie, uh, I told my wife this, so she was upset about not getting the promotion. Um, But I would say this, honestly, you need to look the part if you're going to have a role. Like she did not look like a VP whatsoever,
Hmm.
however the company functioned.
Yeah, she
Like,
looked a bit rough.
yeah, she did not look convinced. And he had a point. Like she was not someone that he could bring to other executives or sales or whatever and like be convincing that this is someone I'm going to like give. You can, so I'll say this, you can be as hardworking. You do also need to kind of have the appearance and not just like looks, but just more so your clothes. And we'll get into this with the movie, but like, yeah, there's a bit of prestige that has to go into it.
Yep,
100%.
for sure.
Because if you look like an
Professionalism.
average Joe, you're not going to, yeah,
Yeah.
you got to have a bit of style at least, not look like you have 12 cats. She didn't have 12 cats, but she did.
Eating her egg salad sandwich from her desk.
Or was it a tuna?
Or tuna, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both of those sandwiches are diabolical. But egg salad is because of what did? Oh, you know what? I watched Mindhunt. I started watching Mindhunter, and I saw
Yeah.
the episode with Ed Kemper, and they eat egg salad sandwiches. That's-
Ed Kemper or the FBI agents?
well, both of them.
Oh,
So
okay.
when the FBI agent was visiting Ed Kemper, they're eating egg salad sandwiches because he suggested it as they're interviewing him. Um, But yeah, like it was the tuna one, and I would also be, and my wife said it as well. Like I would hate to speak to someone and they have like just fresh tuna breath, like right on your nose.
Yeah, it's just so pungent. Like if I'm making myself, I love tuna. I used to eat multiple cans a week until Logan was like, "Hey, like you shouldn't do that. Like you'll actually get mercury poisoning." And I looked it up, and the can of tuna that I eat is like, yeah, 1 can a week max. And so,
Oh, shoot.
yeah, oh yeah, it's
I didn't
it's
even know that.
yeah. Only limit yourself to 1 can a week unless you want
Well,
to get
I
mercury
haven't had it in a
poisoning.
while. Um, but yeah, no, send help, cool stuff.
When I watched one thing, I see you watch it as well, but I watched it last night, and I only want to watch it because I've been seeing the memes going around the internet
Mm-hmm.
um of Taron Egerton on Apex.
Oh, Apex. I watched that because my dad came over and
Was that his pick?
uh, it was kind of just like we wanted to throw something on. We were waiting for my brother to arrive, so we weren't expecting to like wait. I think we waited longer than we thought we would, so we ended up watching most of the movie by the time he came. But yeah, it was just kind of something to throw on. I didn't really have any faith that it would be anything like amazing or like, which it was. Yeah, it's like a fine movie in the end. But yes, that is like kind of it was funny when he did that in the moment of the dance. Yeah.
Was that Anderson Paak?
No, I don't know what song
No.
that was. No, it wasn't Anderson. Let's see if it gives me the information. Apex song.
Yeah.
Netflix. Yeah, let's see. Go by the Chemical. There we go. Okay, the Chemical Brothers is like a very famous group in like I wouldn't say the underground, but yeah, it's a. I don't even know what to call it. Are they British? Let me double check if they're British. If they're British, then that means that I can say what I was gonna say. But there's a certain brand of music from I want to say 90s, 2000s electric duo. Yeah, they are British. It's a certain sound. What's another one? Fatboy Slim, if you ever heard of him.
Yep.
Yeah, like that sort of era.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it comes from. So you didn't really make music like that right now, but it was fitting for the movie.
Yeah, there was just so many like I mean the story overall was just kind of a weak story and uninteresting, but there were so many just holes filming wise that just didn't make sense. I'm like the first thing I noticed was when they fell off that giant waterfall and then they were tied together by like that cable and he was hooked under a log under the water. That scene, she was under the water and the water was like rushing, like it almost looked like she was underneath this rushing river, right? Pushing her and she was like swimming upstream to try to like get him unhooked. And then at the next scene when she gets him unhooked, she's like floating up to the top and it's like perfectly still water. She's just outside the waterfall. It's like a nice, slow, calm waterfall. I'm like, wait. This was like a rushing river that you just giant waterfall. Where's that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely is a fine. I guess what I mean. It's not terrible. It's not great. So it has to be in the middle. I think Taron Egerton is giving his best performance.
Yeah,
So
he
immediate,
was good.
yeah, immediate thoughts were that this is just very, and maybe a lot of movies try doing this, but everyone tries to do the split thing with James McAvoy from the movie
Yeah.
Split,
Mm-hmm.
where not to say it has to be a bald person, but just someone that is conniving, can switch up very quickly, just kind of crazy guy. And so yeah, it does a fine job. I don't love Charlize Theron. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. She rubbed me the wrong way with her quotes. I don't know if you saw that. She was trying to call out Timothy Chalamet about the ballet and opera thing like months later. Like whatever. But saying that, your job is in trouble. And it's like wouldn't that mean your job is in trouble, Charlize? Like, what are you trying to get at? It's just, yeah, I don't know what she was trying to say with that, because I mean, you should be worried then if your job is in trouble. Like, if Timothy Chalamet is in trouble, you're definitely
You're
in trouble.
definitely in
All
trouble.
right? Like, that guy is
Oh,
well
man.
established. I don't think there's any worries of any AI replacing him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, she's like a. She seems to really be in the action. She's an action girl. Action, adventure, action movie kind of gal. Mad
yeah, I don't
Max.
think she does too many serious roles. I do actually wonder this. What is her breakout role? Because she's kind of, I mean, as a kid, she's kind of just been around.
Oh, she's in the Odyssey. I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah, she in the latest trailer. You gotta
I
go
haven't
and
seen
see her.
that actually. I've been waiting to see it on my TV. I haven't. I've skipped all
Was
the
that
ones.
a week ago? Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about right. Yeah, I haven't
Um,
seen. I know there's a lot of people are roasting it a lot because of everything that's little tidbits that are being revealed with the whole Greek mythology thing, and then with Achilles not being that transgender actor. I forget his
It's
name.
the Elliot, yeah,
Dylan LePage or whatever.
Elliot
Elliot.
Page. Used to be Ellen Page, and she
Yeah.
was in Inception. I guess that's, yeah, they have the relationship.
Yeah.
I was just I did take a screenshot of some things, and I was gonna mention that he is a bit not under fire. It's not a big deal, but just you could kind of poke at it and be like, oh, Nolan. I mean, that's a bit ironic. Yeah, he instructed Ludwig Göransson not to use an orchestra for the Odyssey, which is fine. But the way the quote he says is like, it's not like the orchestra existed back then. It
Yeah.
was a challenge and also an opening to try to make something unique, which is cool. But like, aren't you trying to say then that, there's certain aspects of your movie that probably aren't totally historically accurate either? I don't think it's him trying to say it needs to be historically accurate that there was no orchestra. More so just that I think the way you're putting it sounds like you do think about it. And then in your movies, you don't commit to that. I think that's maybe
100%.
yeah, maybe where the issue is. But again, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be as terribly inaccurate as some movies. Like, I think the Napoleon one by Ridley Scott was pretty just out there, or Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
Napoleon in theaters. It was so bad.
Oh, really? I actually haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah,
I
saw
say. I mean, I don't really know when I'll watch it. But,
I think it's on Apple TV.
I mean, I love Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
no, I mean, I didn't hear too many great things about it. Didn't see it in theaters, and just time has passed, and it's really not been on my radar until I
No.
talked about it right now.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not really that interesting. It's kind of boring, to be honest.
Which sucks. And I think Ridley Scott was kind of on like a bad turn at that point, because he also did The House of Gucci, I think right before that or after. Do you want to know The House of Gucci?
No, I've never heard of that.
You never heard of it? It has a pretty stellar cast. I mean, Adam Driver, Lady Gaga. They had, and this is when Lady Gaga was still trying to really make a career out of movies for herself.
And it's a movie?
It is a movie, yeah, a long movie. I've never finished it. I think I saw the first hour, and then I think I went to bed, but not because I didn't want to finish it. But anyways, Jared Leto
2.9
on IMDb.
on Letterbox.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like 2.9 on IMDb would be crazy. That is a tank. But yeah, no, it's not that great. It's not that great either. So
Al Pacino, Jared Leto, yeah.
yeah, Adam Driver and
Adam
Lady Gaga are kind
Driver.
of the main ones. And then what's his name? Jeremy Irons, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that movie and Napoleon came sort of hand in hand, and then he did Gladiator 2 as well. So he kind of went on a streak of just not caring. I mean, how old is he now?
He's getting up there.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't care anymore.
He's 1937. Oh my goodness. He's in his
Wait, are you
80s.
serious? What? That is crazy.
Yo, that's insane. My grandpa was born in. He's older than my grandpa. My grandpa was born 1939.
And this guy's still directing. Clint Eastwood is from 1930, and he directed Juror Number Two. Was that his last one? I think so.
So
So Clint
maybe,
Eastwood
yeah.
might be the oldest standing, and he's hasn't he said he's going to continue? I don't know if he has an upcoming. No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh wait, unless producer, direct, yeah, just producer. The Gauntlet
So
with Tom Cruise. He's a producer for some movie that's going to have Tom Cruise and Scarlett Johansson in it.
who's this? Ridley Scott?
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, just because Clint Eastwood is older than Ridley Scott, and he directed Juror Number Two, which came out 2 years ago, last year. The one with
Oh.
Nicholas Holt.
Oh, yes. He directed that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's been directing well into his 90s as well. And how old is Scorsese? He's in his 70s.
I don't know. Let me see here.
But yes, Juror Number Two, directed by Clint Eastwood. So he was like 93 years old when that happened. That's crazy.
So Scorsese is 1942.
Oh wait, wait what?
So
This guy
he's up there too.
he's 83. Wow. And so he's gonna continue directing movies. You know
Yeah.
what? Credit to these guys. This is their passion. They don't care how old they are. They're not retiring.
No.
They're living the life.
Oh yeah. And all these directors, Spielberg, Nolan, Scorsese, you know, they direct into their old age because they love it, it's their passion. But then you have someone like Tarantino who's like, I'm only going to make 10 films and then I'm done. Like, what's the deal with that? Why?
Yeah, for anyone who's never really listened to us before, we like Tarantino, but we do have the gripe of we know he's not a great guy. So we don't exactly have the utmost respect for him. And I mean, I talked about it in the Django Unchained episode. That took like 2 stars almost off of the movie. His self-indulgent Australian cameo. Yeah, terrible, in my opinion.
Oh man, you think that's bad? Watch Death Proof. He's even worse in that. Like he actually plays a bigger role and it just cringe.
It's so funny that one's
cringe.
just forgotten,
Yeah.
shunned almost.
Yeah.
Like no one talks about that.
It is definitely his worst movie.
You know what? Like the title throws it off too. Like who wants to watch a movie called Death Proof? Does that sound cool to you?
Maybe at the
I don't really
time.
think so. And then I don't know, just the trailer too. Or sorry, not trailer, the poster. That doesn't interest me.
No.
Just a bunch of women and like this very not like non-specific car, just a skull and bones. And then is that Kate Hudson?
I don't know if she's in that.
No, that's not Kate Hudson. It's Rosario Dawson, though. I see here. There's Mary Kate Winslet. Or no, Mary Kate Winslet. Who's that? Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I think is the name. And here's Miss. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Is there actually? Oh my gosh. Is that a real photo? Look, Josh. Is that a real photo? You got Tarantino
Kurt Russell.
and Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell's touching some feet. And you got Tarantino like right up there with the camera.
Yeah, I think that's real. It looks like part of the movie. There's a lot of feet. You think his movies now have a lot of feet? That movie's it's all feet.
Good grief. I don't know if you've watched Euphoria, like the new episodes. Have you been watching them?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it'd be worth talking about like a good discussion. Who's worse, Quentin Tarantino or Sam Levinson? Because The latest episode, no joke. If you were just to watch the first 5 minutes, you'd be like, "What the hell is wrong with this guy?"
Maybe I'll do that.
Just yeah, live reaction. Josh is gonna throw on mute
I
the
should
first
I
five
should
minutes
do that. Do
of
a
the
live
latest
reaction.
episode. Yeah, and it's they let. I mean, I would say they let Sydney Sweeney go wild, but I don't think it's her idea. I think Sam Levinson is like writing the script where it's inviting Sydney Sweeney to just be as naked and just seductive as possible, and just kind of brutally showing this. I mean, it's the reality of OnlyFans, but do we really want to see that on television? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of the issue.
Is it kind of the clips like that they've been showing with her dressed up as like a dog kind of thing?
Oh, well, that's in the first few episodes,
Oh, okay.
or the first like two, or so. That's to show that she doesn't know what she's doing, because yeah, the tail did kind of look like poop. It didn't look all that attractive. So she meets with Alexa Demie, Maddie, who they were kind of enemies at the end of season 2 because stealing Jacob Elordi and all Nate Jacobs, all that. But anyways, she introduces her to the lifestyle of trying to get on streams like Clavicular, you know. She wanted to be a hoe like that. And so she gets on this stream by being a hoe and blah blah blah, and she then like is making money now through OnlyFans. So the whole opening montage of the latest episode was showing her and her actions as she indulges in working for OnlyFans, essentially. So Sydney Sweeney is not really leaving much to the imagination. And again, like I said, I don't really think it's her fault, though. I'm pretty sure this is what the director is asking them to do. And yeah, so it's just kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very straight, okay? So yes, it's, Sydney Sweeney, good looking woman. But the stuff they're doing kind of just been grossing people out. And you have to think, like, this guy must have just taken this opportunity to throw as many, like, hot women in front of him, because main plot of Rue focuses on her in a strip club. So what's that full of? Then Jules, the one played by Hunter Schafer, is a not prostitute but a sugar baby. So that's another sexual aspect. So the whole show revolves around, and the other seasons did too, but I don't know. It's kind of just observing that these worlds, but not like, I don't know. It's kind of obvious where this is going. Like, things will get ugly for Sydney Sweeney. Things will probably get ugly for Jules, played by Hunter Schafer, in that baby daddy scenario. Baby daddy? No. Sugar daddy scenario. Rue is probably going to get either murdered or something in the world of prostitution and strip. So it's like,
Rue's a stripper?
No, she's not a stripper. She works for a man who indulges in probably a lot of different illegal things. Of course, it's not illegal to have a strip club, but the type of business they're running, for sure, there's illegal stuff going on within the strip club. And actually, that reminds me, there's a scene where they show, and it's actually the sister of Grace Van Patten, I believe is her name. The one, she's from Tell Me Lies. She was in the Merowitz.
Okay,
This is the one. This is the one that keeps showing up in Drayden.
Wait.
Drayden.
She's in Euphoria as well?
No, she has a younger sister who's in Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
And there's a scene where she gets a train ran on her.
Oh.
Yes, I mean, it's not. Well, actually, kind of is, I guess. Like, it's pretty shown. So again, not pleasant. So it's like, Sam Levinson, what is wrong with you? How many different scenes are there going to be of just like nastiness that you need to show us? And like, you think you're like a chill dude? I don't know. Like, you got to look at him differently after all this. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of sort of drama with the whole set of, is there a thing with Jacob Elordi not filming with somebody because he doesn't like them? Is it
Apparently, it was Hunter Schafer.
That's what I.
The,
That's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. The trans, right?
yeah, they supposedly were supposed to actually have a relationship in season 2. They didn't like each other. That's the rumor. And so that totally got written out. He ends up with Cassie. And yeah, to a certain extent, like there is a scene with them. So I don't really know. Sorry to drink some water. I don't really know if that's true that like they don't get along, but I will say this, like he is to the side. Like Nate Jacobs is really not all that involved in anyone else's plots but of his own in this season of Euphoria. He owes a bad man some money. And so, no joke, I think he had a couple scenes in this last episode. And it's just him, like, calling Cassie. And this doesn't even make sense. There's a complaint about, like, is this even Nate Jacobs? Like, it seems like that's not that's not the character that was in the first 2 seasons. Now he's almost supportive of Cassie and she's making money through OnlyFans, which just doesn't fit his character whatsoever based on the first few seasons. And then the second scene he's in, he already got a toe chopped off in the third episode, and so he still hadn't paid them back or anything, and he's just dancing around in his house. The henchman shows up, and he clips I think his ring finger off. So it's like the first 2, like those are the only scenes he's in, and so it doesn't really intertwine at all with anyone else's plot because Cassie, Sydney Sweeney, actually even moved out of their house after they got married, and she's doing her own thing now. So,
is Jacob Elordi actually a good actor, or do you think he's just used as eye candy?
no, he's a good actor. I just think he clearly, at least for season 3 of this, you kind of get the vibe he doesn't care. At least that's what people point out in the first episode. And I might agree to a certain extent with the later episodes too. If you're talking about Wuthering Heights, I think that's just a matter of like bad direction from Emerald Fennell. I don't think he does a bad job, but he's not all that interesting. Frankenstein, he does a good job, and he got a supporting actor nom and all that. And there's other movies that he's in that I haven't seen. So I get your, like, definitely his handsomeness has to do with the way he draws people in the movie, but I don't think he's necessarily a bad actor. But he certainly doesn't have the charisma as, like, other lead stars would. So I get that to a certain extent.
Do you think he has more room to grow, or do you think he's kind of...
Yeah, sure. Why not, you know?
Yeah.
Anyone
can get better at their craft.
Yeah, you can either get better or you get worse. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? And I don't know why this came into my mind. Do you think Tom Cruise has improved as an actor, or do you think he hit his peak a while back and he's kind of just coasting? That being said, he is gonna do this Digger movie, which they haven't shown his appearance yet.
Well, apparently he's like old and fat, right?
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot of prosthetics for sure.
That's a good question, actually. I always thought Tom Cruise was kind of... It almost feels like his acting was almost like he was overacting in a way.
Yeah.
Still phenomenal. Like, he's in a lot of good movies. I think maybe he's hit his peak a while ago.
Might have been the 90s.
Yeah.
He was in A Few Good Men, Jerry Maguire, Magnolia. If that was in the 90s, I'm pretty sure it was, right?
Yeah, it was 99. And then I'm totally gapping on Kubrick's film there.
Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut, yeah.
Yeah, so and he was probably in more than that too. But I think in terms of acting, those are the ones. And then he's kind of just been on an action movie tears.
Well, exactly, right? Like aside from the 90s, those are very diverse films. Exactly. What has he been doing other than action movies?
I mean,
right?
People point out his Tropic Thunder role as something he's ever done.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But that was just because it was so not him anymore to just do things that aren't Tom Cruise things, if that makes sense. And
so instead of my list of 2025 top 10 movies, I decided just to change it and just do 2025 ranked. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you go on my letterbox, I want you to check it out and see what your thoughts are.
Okay. I only realized you gave Apex a 1.5, so you really didn't like it. Well, what's worth, Wuthering Heights or Apex? You probably said Wuthering Heights.
I actually added it to the list already. Oh, actually, I haven't added Apex yet, but I would probably say I liked Apex more than Wuthering Heights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I assume so. Because Wuthering Heights is like almost irredeemable. But I think I gave Apex like a 2.5. Like I didn't hate it that much. But yeah, so you wanted me to do 2025?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the
yeah. I actually
okay.
switched up a couple of the first three because I was like, do I really like Sinners that much that it's top two? So
Early in this morning. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go from the bottom up. So Minecraft last. When did you watch that? Was that recently?
yeah, recently actually.
You hate it? You know what? What did I give it? I gave it 2.5. You got to just get with it. You know what I mean? You got to be maybe he got the munchies or something. That's we're fading the vibe. We got The Conjuring Last Rites, which you said it was bad. I've heard it was not bad. Yeah, I won't watch. I won't probably won't watch it. Wicked for Good. This is funny because did Sarah like it?
No, I don't think she liked it that much either.
Dang. So it really just was that mid.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Captain America, Brave New World, I agree. Not great whatsoever. Total like downfall of Marvel on display.
Yeah.
Bloodlines, I haven't watched it. It's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
Like not
I'm not a
yeah.
fan of the whole Final
Final
Destination, so
Destination.
I didn't
Okay.
really have too much.
Yeah, I saw Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which I wasn't a fan of the first one I watched, which I only watched this year or last year.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine this one is just really not that impressive.
No.
The Long Walk you weren't impressed with. Freaky or Friday, if I rated it a 2. I actually don't see your rating here
No, I forgot to rate it, but yeah.
on the
It,
lower end. Yeah. Okay. Now this one I won't agree with at all. I don't get how Companion is this low, and especially behind some of these other movies.
yeah, I know
I
you
think
like,
it's,
you
I think
probably
it's a
don't
great
like how
movie.
I put Happy Gilmore over it.
Yeah, absolutely not. Happy Gilmore 2. And I'll just mention this since we brought it up that they've confirmed Grown Ups 3,
Okay.
which if Drayden was here, I'm sure he'd
Nice.
be jumping for joy.
No, that'll be exciting.
No, I don't care for it.
The second one was pretty bad, but the first one was good.
I think the third one would probably be worse.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like we're talking Kevin James in the year 2026.
Yeah.
That's all good. But yeah, I mean, Companion has a 3 anyways, so it's not like you hated it.
No, yeah, I didn't hate it.
Yeah, just on the lower end of
Yeah,
many
like these are
pictures.
all we're getting into like the mid-ish movies, and then after I'd say 2023 and up are all pretty solid movies.
Yeah. Avatar, Fire and Ash is sort of more near the bottom for me.
Yeah.
I kind of started Warfare, haven't finished it. Rental Family, I would be interested in seeing. Fantastic Four, if you gave it a 3. We both gave it a 3.5. So it's pretty good, except the third act feels very empty.
Yeah.
It was one of the most awkward final battle scenes for sure.
Oh yeah.
Um, Superman, I gave it 3. You gave it 3.
Feels like from what I remember Fantastic Four, it just the battle the final battle scene ended way too quickly.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like it felt awkward.
Yeah.
The whole movie leading up to it actually was pretty good, and then you get to that and you're kind of like, this feels like not that epic like at all.
Mhm.
Thunderbolts, it was pretty decent. I watched that sort of on vacation in Trinidad. Kind of,
Yeah.
well, I think I was paying attention for the most part, but yeah, it seemed a bit better than your typical Marvel, which most
Hmm.
people I think agree with. F1's fun. Eddington, I'd have to rewatch it again to really know where I'd put it. I don't think
Hmm.
it would be in like my top 10 or anything, but I do appreciate sort of what it's trying to say. Haven't watched Ballerina. The Phoenician Scheme below One of Them Days and Zootopia. I can't agree with that.
I
Um,
might have to rewatch the Phoenician Scheme.
well, it's just if you're into the vibe, I think that's what.
Yeah. I mean, I love Wes Anderson's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, but you give it a 3. I gave it a 4. So I don't know. I rolled with it. It's
Yeah.
actually a lot of people don't like. I mentioned this way back when we did the Royal Tenenbaums. A lot of people don't like his new stuff as much. Well, I think he's almost like perfected his craft in a way. Like I really like Asteroid City. I
Yeah.
like the French Dispatch. I like the Phoenician Scheme. So
Hmm.
I would say I can maybe see that there would be a bit more of a vibrant sort of emotions involved in his other ones because it's not as stylized as we mentioned with the Royal
Hmm.
Tenenbaums and through the Darjeeling Limited as well. It's just not like it has a style, but it's not as stylized as his now like films as for today. I haven't seen Zootopia 2. If you're telling me it's that
It's
good,
good. It's good, man. It's good. It's a good one.
I believe it. Blue Moon. I guess it's yeah. Well, I don't. I didn't love Mickey 17, so I'd put Mickey 17 probably closer to the bottom on this. Um, Black Bag was very impressive for what it is.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be epic whatsoever,
No.
yet its dialogue is so good,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's a sleek movie.
Yeah. I agree.
So very solid. I did like Caught Stealing. I
Yeah.
was surprised that
I had fun too watching that.
people kind of just don't get it, in my opinion. They have issues that I don't find as issues. I kind of am drawing blanks, but
Yeah.
I just remember like listening to reviews and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't like, I don't know. I kind of just get with it. Like it's a
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It has a story about alcoholism and such to like look at as well. It was just an accident. I'll need to watch tomorrow. 28 Days Later. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I was like on the fence with it when I first saw it in theaters. I do think it's a better movie
28
now
years
having
later.
seen it
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapons was great. And yeah, we're getting into the top tier stuff.
Yeah.
For me, sentimental value would probably be close to the top.
Hmm.
You have it at number 8, Begonia number 7, which I really like. I think I would probably have it below even Weapons.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
Bloom. Maybe Blue Moon would even take it for me a bit over that, but I don't think I'd put anything else above it. Hamnet, very powerful. Actually, I was talking about it at work today, and people were like, "I heard it's so sad." And I'm like, "Yes, it is. Yeah, you're not wrong." Um, it's
You
like,
want a
"Yeah,
good
so
cry?
depressing." Yeah, I mentioned that because they were talking about the podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, like we watched Hamnet because they asked if we reviewed that." And just like, yeah, everyone cried. I didn't cry. My wife cried. But everyone cried. Not that I didn't want to cry or something. Just I don't know. I knew it was coming. I suppose so I wasn't too shocked. Train Dreams is top tier. I would put it I do think I rated Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, and One Battle After Another 5 stars. I think those were the 3 movies I gave 5 stars to.
Yeah.
But Sinners is great. Okay, I know if you have listened to other episodes, we have a problem with Michael B. Jordan and just sort of like a weird love around it. But we do agree it's a great movie. Like the
Yeah.
nominations were warranted. Just some of the picks in terms of winning was interesting compared to other movies.
Yep.
No Other Choice, which I did like. We will get into it. Marty Supreme. I need to watch it again still. I mean, it's still rated like a really high rating. I think it is phenomenal, and it got written off just in the name of hating on Timothy, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, it is a great movie. I don't know why we have to dispute that.
Yeah.
And then yes, One Battle After Another, which me and you both agree is just kind of like the undisputed top tier movie
Yeah.
of that year.
Easy.
Someone was pointing out to me like they couldn't watch it because they thought it was so sad, and I'm like, I don't agree. I don't agree that it's like a sad movie, and just because she said her son was like laughing and enjoying it, I'm like, yeah, I mean Josh, when we went to saw it, like he was,
yeah.
and you know it didn't have to do. She was like it was a dark comedy. I'm like, I don't know if it's a dark comedy. Like
No.
Sean Penn, just his mannerisms are hilarious.
Yeah.
The way Leonardo DiCaprio delivers certain lines.
Oh
is
yeah,
great.
so funny.
Him and Benicio del Toro, whenever they're talking, there's something funny there.
Yeah.
So,
And you got Paul Thomas Anderson writing too. Like that's his background is comedy, right? So his movies are always so funny.
yeah, for sure. Alrighty, well, we already hit an hour actually.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was fun actually. We should you and Drayton should do a
ranked
ranking.
list?
Yeah, we'll go over them.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we should do Drayden because Drayden be watching some weird stuff and he needs to explain. Himself.
Okay, what movie would you rather go see right now? Hokum or Obsession?
Ooh, I'm thinking of going to see Obsession to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Because Hokum, I actually didn't hear much buzz about it after it came out. I think people liked it, but I don't think it stood out quite as much as people wanted it to. Looks pretty creepy though.
Obsession's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes for both critic and audience. So
And the people that have seen it have been raving about it.
yeah,
So, but like they even go as far as to say that, you know, Long Legs and all that, like that, those movies, yes, they were hyped up, but they're promising that this one lives up to the hype. So,
which is what they said about Weapons too, and it delivered.
Weapon, yeah, I'm expecting a different vibe, of course.
Definitely different vibe, but you know, just
because Weapons is almost kind of funny.
Weapons was funny, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this one is actually kind of going to be, well, actually, I pull it back because they do say there's funny bits to it, but apparently it's quite disturbing. So, yeah, like someone said they couldn't sleep well the night after, and I'd imagine they watch a lot of horror movies.
After watching Obsession?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Okay, well, I guess it'd be a good time to end it since it's a bit longer.
Yeah,
we were
wrap
chilling.
things up.
We were
no,
vibing.
we're chilling.
Sorry, Drayden. We do miss you.
Seriously, I think he'll be back on next week. We're hoping.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because he came back. He's coming back on the 18th, so hopefully we'll be able to. Do you know what movie you want to watch for next week?
I hadn't checked honestly,
Oh, okay, no worries.
but I should. But yeah, I'll have to pick one.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, that wraps things up for this episode. Thanks for tuning in on this week's episode of Pill Talk, and yeah, we'll catch you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.